What's up, guys and gals, and welcome to the Anishinaabe tribe. One more time, we're all the way back over here, and that's pretty good for us because honestly, I'm going to give you like 5 seconds to take a look at this loot and tell me how awesome this is that we picked the shotgun. I'll go ahead. I'll wait. I'll wait right now. Just go ahead and quantify how many large red shells there are in the native tribe's inventory right now. Yeah, that's 12 shotgun shells right there on top of the 6 that we already have. And so we're in a very, very good place right now. So you know what? We're going to trade over our meat cleaver. We start trading in, I guess, all the stuff that we don't really need. We'll trade this over. Obviously, trading a gun for some brucka, some things that we can project out of that firearm. Very, very important in this case. What use is a gun if you have no bullets, obviously. And so there it is. They have sterilized water. I'm actually semi-tempted. Considering how rich we are, I'm kind of tempted to just, like, buy sterilized water and not care anymore. But deep down inside of me, the cheapskate is kind of trying to stop me, so I guess I won't. I guess that I won't. We have 1 power cell left for our night vision goggles. It's a pretty good walk over here. Nothing happened, obviously. I said that what basically the compromise that I was going to make for people that weren't here is if there was any interesting event that happened, I was going to stop. I was going to start recording so that you wouldn't miss the event, but it was uneventful. We didn't scavenge at all. Nothing happened on our way over here. Everything was great. So what we need right now, shotgun shells. This pretty much secures our future for like the remainder of the game. We were able to trade that shotgun that we found on the way over here basically for all the bullets that we will ever need for quite some time. Losing at this point, very, very unlikely. Why did that have bullets in it? Hold on, you go back over here. Now then, we've got our hunting rifle with a strap. It's got slugs in it. So these right here are actually, oh no, the red ones are slugs. Okay, so the red ones are slugs, these ones are buckshot. So whichever you would prefer. I don't know how they differ in terms of their performance. That's something that I haven't ever looked up. I think most people said they use buckshot, but honestly, there's something terrifying about a 12 gauge slug too. That's a nasty bullet. That's a nasty bullet. It's basically just like a big wedge of lead that you just like propel out of the shotgun. Just thunk. It's like, whoo. You get hit by one of those bad boys, you will not be feeling so cheery. It will not be a Merry Christmas for you. It will not be a white Christmas either, Bing Crosby. It will be a red Christmas. My finger positioning is off right now. I need to rotate this bag, and my finger positioning is weird. I don't know. Has that ever happened to you where you sit down at your keyboard and your hands are like too far off to the left and you're just like, why is this happening to me right now? He has 308 rounds here, but obviously not going to be doing us much good. There's some 45 JHPs, some 45 FMJs. These are jacketed hollow points. These are full metal jackets. I don't know how those differ. I know what a hollow point is. A hollow point round essentially has like a little thread on the front of it that makes it so when it hits something that it balloons backwards and it kind of like the bullet will roll outwards and become larger as it enters the body. Creates a phenomenon called a blowback where it ends up causing all kinds of like nasty damage. So a hollow point is typically what you want to plug somebody with if you know they didn't have any armor on. A 45 hollow point that'll mess you up pretty good. That'll mess you. That's a nasty bullet right there too. The difference between a hollow point and just a full metal jacket 45, though, I assume that that's just like a normal solid round that just goes into you. I don't know. No idea. The Gizik smudge stick. I've never used one of these before, so I'm not sure how they're going to be useful. We have all the other stuff here, so I'm not really going to concern myself with it. Instead, I'm going to try. Can we go get a meal right now? They got mad at me last time I came in here, and I don't feel like they should be mad because I bring stuff in for trade and I buy things. So, like, I'm a contributing member of the tribe aside from murdering that guy. Oh, I've got a bunch of scopes up here. Let's go ahead and throw those over here as well. So, the scopes have been put where they need to go. That gave us another little bit of money. We didn't make a whole lot because I ended up buying a lot of bullets that I didn't expect to buy right here. You don't necessarily... Bullets are very, very rare in this game. And on the weird occasion that you come across like 20 of them in one stack, you should spend everything you have trying to get them, especially if they match up with your gun. So our gun is not so... Actually, should I keep the good one? This shotgun over here doesn't look so good. This shotgun's at 69%. I thought it was a lot less. I might take the good one right here. Hold on. Let me see how I can make this work real fast. We can't craft on these tiles. Let me take this back. I'm going to slide that back into our inventory really, really quickly. And as we leave, I'm going to step down into the forest. We'll probably... I don't know why we're still vomiting. Like, we just keep vomiting. I have no idea. We just keep vomiting. It doesn't make any sense. We're not actually... There's nothing wrong with us. We're just throwing up a lot. We have no head trauma. We have no damage. There's nothing wrong with us as far as I can tell. So I'm not really sure why it keeps making us vomit, but it does. It does. That's the point to get at, is that it keeps making it happen. Down here, I'm going to try and make myself comfortable. We don't have a whole lot of water or anything left, so I'm going to leave a noise trap down here because you never know. I see dogmen around here every now and again, and in fact, it's a legitimate strategy to hang out around the ATN and just like wait for dogmen to kill the soldiers. And when the dogmen kill the soldiers, you can loot like 100% gear off of them. I've seen people that's what they do when they play this game. When they first start, they just hang around the reservation up here and just like collect gear from the dogmen kills. Kind of an interesting strategy, considering if you have a broad spear, you can kill one of the dogmen pretty easily. Actually, it's not that difficult. So 91% right here. This is largely going to depend if I can get the strap off of this one to throw onto here. So let's... Oh, we have no moves? Damn it. How do I have no moves? I don't like how you have no moves when you wake up. Like, you have like a dead turn after you wake up for some reason. I'm not sure why that is. It might be because sleeping counts as a full round move. I'm not sure. I'm a little bit worried that if I take the strap off this thing, I'm not going to be able to get it back on because I wasn't able to figure out the strategy earlier. But I'll try and pay attention to the best of my ability right now to figure out what we need in order to make this happen. So there's that. We got a string, assorted small parts. Okay. So with the assorted small parts, we got the hunting rifle right there. It says this one's a hunting rifle too. So we got string, associated small parts, and there it is. Now we have a 91% shotgun. So I think that's the better choice that we made right there. Additionally, we've passed a little bit more time, so I think they should be okay. Get off my clicker. Go away. I don't love you on my clicker. Alright, so we've got a new shotgun right there. That's no longer loaded. We're going to sell the crappy shotgun, basically. The one that's got a little bit of wear and tear. How you tear a shotgun, I'm not really sure. It's like one of those guys that comes to your school when you're a kid to like motivate you not to do drugs by ripping phone books in half. I was like, I fail to see the correlation here. Are you saying that if I stay off drugs, I will become a massive gargantuan globe of muscle and rip phone books in half for a living? Because that's not really the career prospect that I'm looking forward to right now. Listen, you're not doing well. You're not doing well with motivating. I'm going to drink a bunch of this right here just to try and make sure that maybe we get ahead of the fact that, I don't know. The game doesn't seem to be happy with us right now. It seems to be very, very upset. There's another ATN guy right there. Let me see if I can get in here and eat another meal. Let's visit Joe and see if we can get treated. There it is. We conjure at the sweat lodge and get ourselves healed. That might be able to help. It gives you like a big, you chew on bear root, it's a whole bunch of other stuff, and it makes you feel better. We've still got a headache. I haven't drank any bad... Wait, there's a shopping cart right here? Oh, that's the one that I ditched. And you know, this kind of creates a problem, because the whole reason I came over here was to get like a replacement cart, because this thing's about to fall apart, and we barely made it. I'll probably ditch it right now, and we'll just try and do the best that we can with it. There's a water hex over there to the right, so in just a second I'll go... Honestly, I might just buy some water from this guy. It's like $5 a drink. I don't really... It doesn't bother me that much. We'll continue drinking that too, even though we didn't need to. Also, I'm kind of hungry, so I'll eat those too. Why not? A little bit expensive, but we got money. We got all kinds of cash coming out of our ears right now. That would be the greatest, like... You know how when you play D&D you get to choose like feats and things like that? That would be the greatest feat ever. Like, it just comes out of your ears. You just have money coming out of your ears. Additionally, since our cart is about to break... We have no other options by which to fix this right now, and we can't reassemble it either. What you do to reassemble it is you need one big stick, 4 little sticks, some string, and like something else, but you need mechanic skill in order to build it. So the travois is one of those things that's like, that's one of the benefits of taking mechanic as a skill, is you can build travois. We've got a bunch of that in there. Frankly, I'll probably just sell that. We don't even need it, so we'll get it out of the way, because in just a second, we're actually going to have a very real need for storage space. Yeah. So, we're going to have to somehow fit all of this into our inventory. Which is bad. That's really, really bad. We'll go ahead and leave since they're not going to let us have a meal. And let's focus on getting water for right now. I think that I left my campsite down here too. I hope nobody stole my stuff. I feel like the Anishinaabe probably aren't very thief-like people. I feel like they're probably fairly respectful considering the opportunity they had to like shoot me in the back of the head and just like walk off when we first met. So... I'm going to kick all this stuff out onto the ground, and we're just going to have to live with it until we find a better storage solution. You can't really, like, I wish you could build a base in this game and put, like, locks on the doors and stuff, and then just come back later and nobody would steal from it. The problem is you leave anything laying around in this game, though, and everybody steals out of it, so it makes me sad. I may have to ditch our spear again, because this thing's going to break in, like, 12 seconds. So we'll throw that on there. We probably have 3 turns before this thing falls apart on us and then dumps our stuff all over the side of the road. So, I'll take the water bottles for right now. I think that's about enough. We need the tinfoil. The tinfoil is kind of like one of those cumulative goals that you play with the entire game. And the gas mask is important for later, so we need that too. Put the tarp in there for when that breaks, because we probably got a couple turns till that breaks. And the only way we get to bring the crowbar along with us is if we ditch our spear again. So I guess I'll use the crowbar as a makeshift weapon for right now, because we don't really have much of an option. We can make another spear. That's the thing. The spears are so easy to make that it's not even a big deal. Like, I don't even care about them. So I tend to ditch it first when I need to carry other stuff around. But for right now, we need to hit a city center, or a city, you know, we can hit the city center, we can hit the city upper, we can hit the city lower. It doesn't matter, just as long as we get in there and get our business done. I'm actually going to use this real fast. And the way that we're going to do this, we need a bunch of water stacked up. We're going to go to this forest tile since they neighbor. I'm going to scavenge for food and anything else that might be useful real fast. We've got 4 edible berries, which I think I'll probably save for later. Edible berries, save those for later. Edible mushrooms, save those for later, although they're in bad shape, so we got to eat them pretty soon. And then what I really need to do is we're going to do that right there, and I just need a stick. Or maybe just some kindling even. It doesn't even matter. Like, just something. I'll probably get rid of the noise trap then. It's still not going to fit. These are the problems that we must face now. These are the I miss my shopping cart. I really do. I like having extra stuff, and it makes me sad that I can't have extra stuff. We can make... Might be able to fit a stick in here. There we go. And then we'll put the kindling right next to it. No harm, no foul. We made it out of here. I don't need the noise trap anyways. It's rare that I get attacked while I sleep. It happens sometimes, but not very often. Probably going to waste like an entire day boiling water right now because I let our water supply get a lot lower than I normally do. Typically, I try and do this at night, but oh well. What you gonna do? I was trying to get to the Anishinaabe tribe as quickly as possible because I enjoy recording these episodes. I love it. And so when I'm not recording this game, I kind of feel bad. I'm like, I want to play Neo Scavenger. You got to get your real super annoying voice on though when you do that. There we go. We'll get that taken care of. We'll drop that on in. Do the same dance that we've done 1,000 times before. Same steps, same moves, same everything. So there it is. Boil up a whole fistful of water. I don't actually think we're going to need this much water, but we're going to boil it nonetheless. So I'm going to throw all this into a bottle, and whatever's left over is going in my mouth. That's bad water. These are all sterilized up here. Yes, 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 yes. No, no, no. And so now we're out of here. We've got everything that we need for the moment. I should probably eat some food in just a little bit. I'm not going to bring that with me because the already limited inventory space that we have is going to be crammed fairly quickly. Let's go ahead and fiddle around with some stuff, and if we can put things in like smaller spots, I would prefer it. There we go. Just like kind of move that over there. Move that up to there. I hope these aren't heavy. That would be the big downside here, is if these weigh like 32-pound bullets. You'd be like, ugh, why is this so heavy? This is an insanely heavy bullet. The other thing you can do to sort of exploit the game is just hang out like on the edges of the Anishinaabe tribe and just kill them as they come by. But they have ammo a lot of the time, so be careful about that because they may shoot back. It's very possible they may shoot at you first even. So, with the way getting shot in this game works, chances are, oh, there we go, we got a sled, that'll work. And so I think I can jimmy rig this to work the way that we need it to. What's its durability looking like? 18%? Shit. Ew, sabotage. Okay, well, throw a string on it, I guess. Oh, we have no moves. Okay. Let's finish up scavenging here for a second. I need to make my lockpicks too. I just realized my lockpicks were broken. I was trying to think, like, why do we have a bunch of parts laying in our backpack right now? I'm like, bam, there it is, because we haven't made our lockpicks and they broke. Lockpicking, there we go. Awesome, we got ourselves some lockpicks. It looks like he makes Allen wrenches out of it. I've never seen somebody pick a lock with an Allen wrench. Granted, never seen somebody pick a lock either, so, there it is. But, the plastic sled, I think, takes a lot longer to break, but frankly, still not the sort of item I'm looking to bring back with me. Got an extra shoe right there and a big-ass pile of tinfoil, so that'll work. I'll take it. It may be time to head back to Detroit and see what Hatter's got for us. You gotta wait a little bit, and Hatter will get a job for you that takes you on up to like a base up here, a military base. At the same time, I kind of want to check out... I don't know if I should bring that sled with me. It depends how quickly it falls apart. It's made out of plastic, so I would assume that it wouldn't fall apart that quickly by comparison to a thing made out of wood and a thing made out of, like, a bunch of rickety rivets that's made for pushing on concrete that we're now pushing over grass for days at a time. But you could put a sled with a strap on it right there. Oh, that repaired it a little bit, I think. Okay. Makes it a little bit more convenient to pull behind you. But for right now, we probably want to focus on, like, not carrying around too many valuable things with us because the sled's probably going to dump them in a minute. That's just... I honestly, for some of the stuff, I wish that it wouldn't degrade. I realize that's a lot to ask for and it would unbalance the game, but sometimes I just get tired of looking for, like, new shopping carts and stuff and just being like, do we have one? Nope. Alright, well, I guess we're not going to be able to carry any loot for a while. We're getting such amazing loot out of here right now. Can I put more bullets in? Oh, you can stack them up to 5s? Cool. Oh, somebody's about to get plugged with a slug. It left on the rug. Hopefully not bleeding. I don't know. There we go. We'll take those 2. Ooh, that shoe was worth a lot. Ravager knife. Not worth the space. Smartphone. Battery sparker. No batteries in it, but... that wouldn't be a battery sparker, then that would just be wires if it has no batteries in it, but I get what they're going for. I get it. We still have more places to scavenge here. This is one of those weird hexes where it has like a million shacks in the forest sitting there, and it becomes very, very lucrative for you to run through and grab all this lovely loot, especially since it tends to be a lot better out of these places too. These little survivalist lodges. Free gas mask right there, worth almost $50. All I need from this thing right here is for it to make it, like, all the way back to Detroit. That's all that I need. If it can make it to Detroit, I would be good and well pleased. Got another Anishinaabe over here. I'm not going to worry about him. The Gaijus Center should be around here somewhere. There's also, like, a set of buildings up above Gaijus. Ooh. Where is Gaijus? Gaijus. Where are you? There it is. This thing, I don't know what this is right here. But it seems kind of risky. I don't know. It looks like a big place with lots of lights and stuff, and it looks scary. Like, electrical lighting is terrifying if you've been reduced to, like, troglodyte period in time. Like, it just is. It's going off outside right now. There's like a million, like, sirens going by. It is on like Tron. I'm actually gonna, let's snap these things on. I like to imagine it makes that sound when you turn it on, like when you take a screenshot in Steam. That little wheek, like that wheeze noise that goes upwards. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, give me all your loot, delicious little house. Crocs, really? That's the best thing that you can bring forward? I ask you for abundant loot and you give me Crocs. We cannot be friends any longer, random building that I'm stealing from. Yeah, I don't know how you can... I think they're making a joke right there, but they named them Elegant Crocs. It's... that seems unlikely. Seems very unlikely. I'm going to start heading to Detroit, and hopefully we don't drop all of our good shit on the ground, because that'll be saddening. It will make me very upset. Ooh, we got a box right there. We can make a box sled, which would up its durability, I think. The box sled can hold a whole bunch of stuff, as I recall. That's only an 8.6% box, though, which means you would probably actually make this worse. If it was like an 80% box, though, it would bump this up to like 40%, which would make our lives a lot easier. That's actually a decent plan, since the cardboard boxes tend to drop a lot. I may give that a go. Let's see if we can find another one here. It's not likely, but it might happen. You never know. You gotta hold out hope. Every now and again, you just need to have a little bit of hope. And occasionally, things will come through sometimes. I mean, I don't want to get your hopes up too high. Obviously, life is what it is. Sometimes things just aren't going to work out. And no amount of magical Disney thinking is going to fix that. Do I sound like a pessimist? I'm not a pessimist, I guess. I'm just a realist. Like, I would rather have low expectations and be surprised than have high expectations and be disappointed. I guess. We're going to hit city centers, though, all the way back. We are going trick-or-treating at every single one of these locations if we can manage it. We're still well rested, so I see no reason why we shouldn't scavenge through the night. A liquor bottle, huh? It might have something else in it. There's no way to tell, but it looks like our MVGs ran out of batteries, as they are known to do. Flick that light on real quick. And then we can use it instead to bolster our chances. Just a cursmidgen. Well, lots of rocks. I mean, If you're into rocks, if you're a geologist, this is the stuff right here, right now. I mean, this is your heyday. You're excited right now because of all these rocks that are laying around. But if you're not, then if you're into boxes, which we are right now, we're actually trying very, very desperately. I'm actually going to sleep the remainder of the night away. Ooh, it's getting a little cold. It's getting a little nippy, even though we got our clothes on. Our clothes might be falling apart. That's part of the problem, is that once your clothes start to fall apart, they're actually less insulated too. This game has a remarkable amount of realism in it for having like dogmen and like magical spirits and all kinds of stuff. Like, you really do have to like think about everything when you play this game, otherwise you're not going to get through. This residential zone might be a good place to hit. I always forget to turn off my flashlight. I don't know what's wrong with me. It really is. It's like a disease. I always forget to turn off my flashlight before I go to bed. One can. We had that much of a chance to find stuff, and you give me one can. Like, hey, man, be happy for what you get. Game's getting all indignant about it. I'll probably drink these right now. I don't think they help with your thirst. They used to. They used to help a lot with your thirst, so I think they nerfed them. Back in the day, they used to. We're a little bit thirsty right now. That's okay. We'll drink a bit. Little bit of water down. That should last us most of the rest of the day. I don't know. We have somebody over here that's looking for us. This can at times be risky. Let's go ahead and blind retreat. Oh, it's on us now. Okay, ditch the vehicle. Hold on. Take cover, just in case they got a gun. Search. We got him. So it's a guy with a crowbar and a strap. His last move, it looks like he fell down, was his last move. He's within a 3 range of us. We can't talk with him. Nope, he's ready to fight, but he fell down right in front of us. He made a mistake. Alright, melee skills go. We have to hope that we don't get dominated. We hit him in the right arm with a crowbar. That seems like it would hurt like hell. That seems like it would just sting like a beezy. Alright, what a beezy is, I couldn't tell you. If we get killed right now, we're coughing blood. Well, it doesn't look like he might have just hit us in the face. Player is bleeding internally. Oh, shit. Yeah, we're about to die. That's not good. Unfortunately, he gets to rob us now. However, I'm going to reveal myself. We're going to search, and what we're going to do right now is we're going to get this dude. I'll tell you that much right now. This guy messed up. Oh, I've got broken ribs. Yikes. Okay, so we're going to have to deal with that in just a second. You want to hang out? Let's go. Plug. Plug. Stunned and bleeding. Plug. Yep, how many bullets you want? You enjoying this? I mean, hey, you're unconscious now, so I'm going to charge, and then I'm going to beat you to death. Can I hit him with this? The rifle butt. There we go. He's still fallen, vulnerable, and bleeding, so I'm going to charge and get up in here. Oh, did he hit us? There we go. We finished him off, but we're not looking so good right now. We're bleeding internally, which means I don't know how we fix that. I've heard that that's one of those death spiral situations that you just kind of have to, like, deal with. I wanted revenge, by the way. If you're wondering why I wasted so many bullets, it's because I wanted revenge. That's pretty much it. If my character's about to die from internal bleeding, I'm going to shoot this guy so many times. I'm just going to stand over his body and just, like, liquefy him. That's pretty much it. Vengeance. Not much else to explain right there. Vengeance. I knew I shouldn't have fought him with the crowbar. I knew better, and I still did it anyways. Oh, well. We have a fractured rib. How do we fix that? Obviously, severe bruising and moderate pain. I have no idea how we fix that, and in fact, we may not be able to. It might just have to, like, remedy itself. Not all internal bleeding is fatal. Like, sometimes you just gotta wait it out. But, since we're on the front end of it, I'm not gonna go to sleep or, like, black out or anything without checking on it. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm actually gonna look up internal bleeding on the wiki and see if there's anything we can do real fast to stop this from happening. Let's see here. No, not Neo Scavenger. I messed that up. Let's see here. So we can die from acute lung bleeding. If left untreated, we can die from shock. Okay. So, it says for internal bleeding, you can't do anything except wait to see if it gets better. That's troublesome. It looks like our in pain is going up, though. I don't know. Let's just kind of... We'll watch it. And are we still bleeding internally? We're still bleeding internally. Alright. Well, let's try and keep our torso from being mashed on any further. Try and keep ourselves hydrated, too. Our in pain meter is not going down. So that's basically your health bar right there. So long as it's not going down, we should still be in okay shape. It still says that it's increasing, so I think that if we just like avoid taking any further damage... Yeah, it went away. Okay, so we still have a fractured rib though. We need to figure out... I'll probably go to the health clinic in Detroit. It's rare. You should be really happy right now, viewer. Really, really happy, because I am. And so let us share in our joy together. We shall do the pip pip putty of joy. That's my joyous sound. I go pip pip putty. I don't know. I just made it up. It's probably what I'm going to do from now on, though. Look, I'm wasting my flashlight again. Does that make you happy? A 77% box. Okay. So now I need to empty this first, I think. I've never done this before, but I'm pretty sure the box can be converted into some kind of like new awesome sled. Like, I'm almost positive that this works somehow. I'm just not sure. The engineering of the whole thing, not positive. I suppose I could look it up. It's not the string. Let me see if I can get my... a tool? If in doubt, throw a tool into the mix and perhaps it shall fix. What if I just want to take the strap off the plastic sled? And I do that right there. What if I add the box now? Does that make you happy for some reason? I don't know. Let me look it up real fast. I know there's a box sled. I've had it before. I know it's there. Let's see. Box sled for Neo Scavenger. Oh, it's a box cart? Oh, I thought there was a box sled. Oh no, I messed up. But if we could find a frame, we could make one. I mean, it's a possibility. With the plastic sled, let's see here. It has all the same penalties as everything else. Sleds are more common. I guess we're stuck. I thought you could make a box sled, but I must have been thinking about the... All I can think right now is that I must have been thinking about the box cart then. I must have gotten it mixed up. I don't know. Either way, we need to get this thing back home. And if we get to Detroit and we can bring this thing on inside, I think we'll be a lot happier. I mean, I don't know. We're carrying around so much stuff at this point that it's almost kind of like a lost cause. However, what I may attempt to do, let's keep scavenging. We might as well bring in a big load because, frankly, we're not going to be able to do it after this unless we find something else. There's also the increased chance that somehow, someway, if we get really, really lucky, we'll find another vehicle that we can carry stuff in, which is actually sort of what I'm gambling on right now by looting so much. We got 3 bullets right there. Hell yeah, put the bullet. Oh, those bullets are big enough to stay in the cart. Okay, those are the big boy bullets right there. We've got a crowbar. Honestly, the sled has really good storage. Strangely enough, it's got good storage. 100. Did somebody die right here, like right after they spawn? Because there's a lot of 100% loot sitting right here. I suppose I should line these up in such a way as to be efficient. There we go. A little bit better. All the other stuff's all over the place. I might cut this one a tiny bit long just because I want to get to Detroit before we break off. I like really, really, really enjoy recording this game, and that has caused all kinds of problems because sometimes I have to record another game even though I want to play this one, and it's just like, I get upset. When I look at my when I look at my list of games I need to record, sometimes I'm just like, oh man, I was hoping it would be Neo Scavenger Day. I get excited about it. We're going to use this busted ass crowbar before we go anywhere else. There's another box. They're giving us lots of boxes right now. I mean, if you're looking for boxes, we're that guy at the moment, but did my lockpicks break again? No, they're still okay, 40%. We got some painkillers right there worth a little bit of money. We'll throw them in there, 16 bucks. Why not? 6 of that right there. We need 60, by the way. If you're wondering what the magic number of foil is that we need at 60, that is the magical number that we're working. It's not so magical. It's really actually kind of mundane. It's definitely not awakened. Let's go over here. We'll grab that and loot a little bit further. Honestly, these loot trips are kind of fun, though, sometimes. Like, I think some people get bored with the looting, but I don't know. I get, like, a weird kick out of just, like, seeing things drop and being like, yay, loot! I think it's a natural human reaction, and they said that that's, in fact, why people enjoy playing MMOs so much, is that you get, like, a little shot of dopamine when something good happens to you in an MMO. I need to be better about... I haven't been scavenging the forest, like, at all while we've been going through all this, and I need to. I'm going to end the turn real quick, and we're just going to see how much we can come out with right here. It's rare that you get 3 forest tiles on one spot. I don't know how big these hexes are supposed to be in terms of just, like, their area. But, okay, so edible berries. We'll eat those up. Lots of edible berries. Num, num, num. There we go. Agaricus bisporus. Those are poisonous. Don't stick those in your mouth. Awesome. Let's take the bad water. Throw that into some of our receptacles because I like to be proactive while I play. And then off on this side... we shall scavenge one abandoned apartment building to order. Maybe we'll get lucky, but I don't think we will. We got binos, some clean rags. I do need to replace a clean rag, a couple clean rags, in fact. So that's what I'm going to do. What's in there? Anything in these pill cases? Okay, nothing in the pill cases is going to be helpful. Let's take that off real fast. Here, come off my face. There we go. Awesome. And so now that we got that, we can throw like a couple. I was hoping that those would stack and leave us with one, but I'll just do that right there. There we go. That'll work. We have no night vision goggles, so unfortunately we're going to be forced to take a break once nighttime gets here. And I think that's probably when I'll break off the episode. Maybe make a fire and try and get something done. I'm not sure. Detroit's not too close, so I don't think we're going to make it by the end of this episode. So, my name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here in the Nerd Castle as we basically bled for sleds. That was basically the story of this entire adventure. I bled for the sled. So, I will see you all in the next episode. I'm actually probably just going to eat those Twinkies right now so I don't have to carry them around with me. There it is. So, Twinkies taken care of. I will see you all in the next episode. Hi-do, everybody.